Michele Warmund, State Fruit Extension Specialist at the University of Missouri. This winter, we've experienced some low temperatures that will reduce crop yield on some perennial fruit crops this next growing season. Specifically, there will be crop loss in blackberry plantings. On lateral blackberry canes, there is a primary flower bud at each node. Below this bud, there may be a smaller secondary bud that starts to grow and develop flowers a bit later in the spring than the primary bud. For this reason, they tend to be more resistant to cold injury than primary buds. However, secondary buds produce less fruit than the primary buds. Because overnight temperatures drop to -8 Fahrenheit, December 22nd and 23rd of 2022 in central Missouri, flower bud injury is expected statewide. To get a better idea of the extent of the fruit loss, blackberry canes were collected early this year on January 17th and in February from a planting at the MU Research Center located at New Franklin, Missouri. At each sampling date, canes with flower buds were collected from the middle portion of lateral canes at about 3.5 feet above the soil surface. After 48 hours at room temperature, primary flower buds were bisected and the percent survival was determined. The top photo shows the dead floral axis in a bud, indicating that there won't be any fruit produced from this bud. The lower photo shows no bud injury. In January, all 9 cultivars examined had more than 50% flower bud injury. However, Washita, Vaughn, and Navajo had the highest percent bud survival. In contrast, primary buds of Natchez were severely injured with only about 5% survival. Also, nearly all the secondary buds of Natchez were damaged, whereas those on other cultivars had greater survival, although they were sparse. When bud injury was evaluated in February, there was little additional flower bud damage. Looking ahead to the next growing season, expect reduced fruit yield from primary buds of blackberry. On most cultivars, additional berries will be produced from secondary buds, but very little on Natchez. At bloom, flower density will also be a good indicator of crop loss.